Hi, what I'd like to do here for a few minutes is to demonstrate how to use the HTML element for a Wix website so that you can add the PayPal buttons to your site. One of the things that I would recommend is that you use the PayPal code for all of the buttons and not the Wix interface. The Wix interface, I realize, uses the email address, and that actually is less secure than the button. The button uses a merchant code as well as a unique hash for each of the buttons, which means that if the website's compromised or if somebody steals the code, it really can't be modified. If it's changed, it will either not function, just shut down completely, or use the original button which is stored at the PayPal website. Additionally, when the buttons are done and they are deleted, then they just don't function at all because they're stored at the PayPal website, and there's a comparison done with that hash to be sure that there have been no modifications. So I wish you would consider doing that for all of them, and after we go through this, hopefully you'll find out that it's pretty easy to do. So with that, we'll go in and add. We can go down here and we're going to add one of the apps, and the app we're going to add here is an HTML app. So when we get that done, this may or may not come up this way. What we're going to eventually want to do is get to the settings. Sometimes it comes up with the settings, and sometimes it comes up with that way so that you have to actually go to the settings. This will be the initial page that you're going to see. I'm probably going to insult you here, but I'm going to use a little drawing tool here to show that the first thing we got to do is change this drop down, because it defaults, the mode it defaults to is a website address, and it has a wix.com whatever address in there. We're not going to use that. What we're going to use is go to the drop down, and we're going to use the HTML code in order to do this thing. I've copied the code for the banquet to a notepad, and you can use notepad. Please do not use any of this stuff with WordPad because it puts some formatting in. Notepad is a straight up text editor which really doesn't do anything for us. I'm going to do the insult here and do the arrows again. What you have to do when you get this code is copy it from the form tag to the form tag. What we're going to do is copy all of this information and then put it into our HTML element. So what I'm going to do here is go in and select it all, copy it. You can use Control-C and Control-V if that's what you prefer, and paste it into here. And after I get it pasted into here, I click the Update button. And once I click the Update button, I now have my PayPal button or any other HTML code that you want to put in this thing. You can resize it, obviously, to fit what you want, and then move it around to any place on the page that you want it to be. So that's all there is to using this thing. Hopefully you'll consider it for the other ones also. Again, you can resize it, do whatever you want, whatever you may need to do with it. It is a more secure way to use PayPal, and I don't know how you haven't fooled around with the rest of this thing, but you should be able to pull whatever text or elements, other elements that you want on the page, and add the HTML element to it. One of the other things that you can do, you'll notice here, if I can get this back, is you can show it on all pages. So the donate elements, if you want them to appear on all of your pages, you can click this, and it should then, those PayPal buttons should show up wherever you put them on all the pages. You may want to put it in a footer or someplace like that, so that people are constantly reminded that there are donation opportunities. with that, I hope this has been helpful. If it's not, or if you need me to do anything else, please let me know. Thanks for watching.